Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Karen's Stamp Pad. My name is Karen Scott, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Edmonton, Alberta. So, welcome to today's live. Today, I I was trying to figure out what I was going to do, and I am playing with the Light the Sky bundle. It is in the mini catalog. It is going to actually carry over into it's carrying over, so it's not retiring. So I have a friend, let's say, the parents of a friend of my granddaughters, and they give out for the business Christmas, or not Christmas cards, but New Year's cards. And so last year I made 20 cards for him to give to his clients. And so I was trying to come up with something with this stamp set for my customers. So anyway, I think I've come up with something that he will like. So anyway, I'm only doing one card today, and this is going to be it. It is a fun fold, and because it is a business, he needs a place to write his little blurb and that kind of thing. So this fun fold showcases the stamp set and dies, and has a space that he can write his greetings. So welcome everybody. Carla, hello. Denise, Deb, hi. It has been a while, so you've been busy, hey? Well, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. So I'm going to show you the stamp set and dies, and a prototype of the fun fold card, and yeah, and then we'll just get stamping. So let's turn my camera down. Let me add that. Oops. Here we go. And whew, almost forgot how to do that. Okay, so this is the stamp set and dies. So love the fireworks. And the dies, this kind of cuts out and sort of a one of the fireworks. It just but it doesn't cut it out. It just makes the cutout in the paper. So I still have pieces in there from where I cut that out. These also make impressions in the paper, and these cut little things out. Little pieces of paper. And this die is coordinates with this stamp, so you can stamp it and cut it out. So I've gone ahead and done that, but I'm going to, like I said, I'm only doing one card today, and I'm going to do it from scratch, so it's going to take a little bit. And there's going to be some heat embossing, and this is the card sketch kind of idea. So this has, I'm not going to put this on. I'm going to use the fireworks instead. And but this has something inside, so you can have your picture inside. You can have a sentiment in here as well as on the outside. And then there is the flap, and you look inside, and this is where you can write your greetings. You can so my friend had, quite a bit to say. I just typed it up on the computer and ran it off, and he got to sign his cards and stuff, but that gives us enough room for that. So anyway, you could make an easier version and not have the centerpiece if you wanted, and just do the card and just have it open to the inside. But anyway, let's get stamping. So let's see. Hello, Dorothy. Oops. Oh, Deb, I'm hoping it's you. Everybody else is saying hi. So, hello, Kim. Long time no talk to. How are you doing? All right. So, let's just start by cutting our card base, and then we'll go from there. So, let me show you how to do that. We'll bring in our paper trimmer. And so I haven't decided on colors. Let me, I think these two just, and I will bring in the Melon Mambo. So Starry Sky and Orchid Oasis, I think go well together. The Melon Mambo goes really well with that too, but I'll bring that in with blending brushes. So, hello, Venus. Thanks for joining me. While you're on here, Venus, just send me a message and send me your brother's mailing address so I can get a Christmas card out to him. I have yours and your mom's. So, but I'm mailing out my Christmas cards this week. So, anyway, okay, these are the two. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my outside first. So let's cut this 8.5 by 11 piece down to 5.5. Turn it, and let's go to 6 1/4. And then we're going to score it at 4 1/4. Thanks, Dorothy. Yeah, I love these colors. It's too bad they're going to be retiring. I think it's, yeah, when the new catalog comes out, these colors will be retiring. So, all right, so this gives us our outside. Now we're going to cut the inside, and we're going to use the Orchid Oasis. So again, we're going to cut it at this sheet down to 5 1/4. And turn it and cut it at 8. Then score it at 4. All right. So we have that. We have our outside. So there are our pieces that make up our card. So we're going to put this away for now. Clear my space. I've got a hot chocolate. I'm just sitting here dying to drink, but I've got went to a kids' Christmas party at my husband's work on the weekend, and they had Tim Hortons hot chocolate in the big containers and stuff, and there was some left over, and I got to take a box home. So I tried inviting people over to have hot chocolate and Baileys, but and they had crushed candy canes, and they have marshmallows and whipped cream. Oh my gosh, it was so good. All right. So what I'm going to do is, I need a piece of, before I do anything, I need a piece of Orchid Oasis. I'm going to put right here on the front. So that's a 2-inch piece. So let's cut this piece at 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. And while I've got this out, we might as well cut some white pieces. And So we need a piece of basic white for the inside. So because this is 4 by 5 1/4, we want a 5-inch. Whoops, I only need one piece. So this is 5 1/2. We need it 3 3/4 by 5 for the inside. And then I need a piece of, for right here on the outside, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp the this fireworks on here, but I'm going to color it. I'm going to use my blending brushes and my my embossing tool. So we want that to be the same size as the inside. So 3 3/4 by 5. I hope I'm not confusing you. Let's just get all the pieces cut here. All right. So I'm going to bring in my my grid paper, and I'm going to bring in, I'm using Melon Mambo and Starry Sky. So let's, and my blending brushes. So I don't need to do anything with my centerpiece there. I'm going to just stick that in, but I'm going to take this piece that is from the, on the top, and I'm going to bring in my Starry Sky blending brush, and I'm going to color it. So, yeah. So make it as dark or as light as you want, but I think I want it a little darker. Okay, now I'm going to bring in Melon Mambo and just put that on, and you notice it goes over it quite well and kind of stands out. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to heat emboss. So I'm going to take some of these stamps, and I'm going to bring in my Versamark. And I've already got them on blocks. So what I want to do is use my embossing buddy. Now we've just put ink on here, and of course it's still going to be wet. So the embossing powder is going to stick to it, and not just where we want it, but all over. So let's use our embossing buddy and get a little bit of powder on that. I need to turn my phone off, sorry. And then I'm going to, I've got 3 different stamps of the fireworks, and I am just going to play with it. I'm not going to worry too much about where the stamp goes, because fireworks go wherever anyway, don't they? I just need to find a corner here that I can pick it up. So let's bring in our tray. And put our So there we have some fireworks. All right, let's bring in our heat tool. Sorry for the noise, but once this starts to heat up, you'll notice that your powder starts to melt and has a shine to it. And that's how you can tell it's heated up. So this shouldn't take too long now. I'm going to do exactly the same thing on another piece of paper with the large fireworks dies or stamp and die, and cut them out for the front of my card. So let's cool that off. All right. So now I'm going to bring in my blending brushes again. They still have some ink on it. And once that's dry, I'm just going to go over this. Now this will rub off on your hands. So you can always take a piece of cloth and rub it off. But anyway, it just adds a little bit more color. So I think that's looking kind of good. So I'm going to bring this back in and let's start adhering this for now so that you have an idea of what we're doing and what it looks like. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to center it in the inside. All right. I'm going to take this and I'm going to center that right there. I could add some more fireworks, but I won't bore you with all the details. Now what I want to do is I'm bringing in my favorites, my gems, my rhinestones. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one and I'm going to stick one rhinestone in the center of each of the fireworks. Just to add some bling. Excuse me. And so we have that. Now let's bring in our little buddy, the little boss, and some of our dies. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece that's going to go on the front right here, and I want to just make some impressions in there. Not impressions, but little cuts. So I'm going to use this this die, and let's get this sorted out here. And I'm going to just run it through a couple of times. you'll see how it cuts. If we get everything out, you'll see how it cuts it out. And this is where your brush comes in handy. If you have on your brush on you, take your pick tool, and then it just gets rid of everything. And I want to do it one more time down here. Oh, do I use my embossing buddy in the tray? Oh, no, I didn't. I don't use it in the tray. Oops. But, and I have to, I have to keep it up out of the way because my dog likes to chew my embossing buddies. So I have 2 of them, and he's gotten hold of both of them. And hello, Kathy. How are you? All right. So now we've cut this out. Oh, let's bring our brush in again. There we go. So all the pieces are now out. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to adhere that right on the front of the card. And liquid glue. Let's see if it works. I left it sitting with the lid off, so oops, it's working. All right. So I'm going to put that right here. Now, if we were doing this in, I would be taking another piece of paper, another piece of basic white, blending with the blending brushes again, the same as I did for here. But then I would only be stamping the big stamp. And I want to do it 3 times and cut that out with the die. So let's just pretend I am Jeannie. Barbara Eden. I dream of Jeannie, and I have gone ahead and I've cut 3 of them out. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to take these and I'm going to place these on here in the front, just so it kind of adds to the, I don't know if you can, it looks like it's a different color and it's got quite a bit of shine to it, but so that's, the one thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to, because you're going to be able to see these on the back, so I'm just going to take my blending brush, and I don't want to, I could make 3 more and adhere them so that you can see the starburst on this side as well, but I'm just going to blend the back of these so it's not so stark white. All right, so now let's bring in our liquid glue. So I want these. This is the set that Leanne wanted, Dorothy. So I'm going to have to show her this card. And maybe she'll want it. So I'm going to place those there. And then this one is going to stick out just a little bit further. All right. I'm just going to make sure I don't have glue gluing it closed. All right. So let's bring in our rhinestones again, and we're going to add rhinestones to these, but I'm going to do the bigger ones. All right. And now for a sentiment. So, some paper. I think I'm going to use this scrap piece of Starry Sky. And there's a sentiment saying, wishing you a happy new year. So we'll use that. My embossing buddy again. Remember, don't put too much powder on, otherwise your powder will not stick. Okay. Yeah, all right. And then just what I did was, I mean, you could use dies if you wanted to cut it out, depending on what your favorite is, or grab one of your favorite punches, which is what I did, because if I'm going to make multiples of this, and hopefully I will be, then a punch is easier than having to die cut everything. So just make sure you let this cool off and dry. And I've got a punch. That works perfectly. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to place that right here. I'm going to push my gem over. Oops. Let's put it there, and there. Okay. So it's going to be thick enough. You might not want to use dimensionals, because if you are mailing this, it's going to be quite bulky. So we have our card. I've got a gem. And so I just need to, what I want to do is I'm just going to take a couple of colors. Maybe what I'll do is just use the Melon Mambo and stamp a couple of those. And put that in the center. And there we have it. So there's our card. And it is, you open it up. I could put more, like I say, more starburst here. And then the inside for our sentiment and whatever it is that we have to write for whoever we're gifting it to. So anyway, there's get your hands on this. Like I said, it's retiring, but it's a bundle right now. So of course, if you buy it as a bundle, it you get 10% off. If once it rolls over, it will be separated and you'll end up paying full price for it. So anyway, that's my card for today. So let me know what you think. Do you think my my friend will want one of these for, or some of these for his clients, and yeah. So I don't know. I love the color combination. So, thank you, Carla. Oh yeah. Well, I don't. Deb, I don't make New Year's Eve cards, but or New Year's cards, but like I said, I've got a friend who has a bunch of clients, and he sends out New Year's cards. So anyway, I'm hoping he'll like this one this year, and go for that. So that is it for me today. Let me just do this. So next Tuesday is thank you, Denise. Oh, thanks, Sharon. Oh, thanks, Kim. Hopefully he will. But next week, Peyton has a Christmas party to go to, so I will not be on Tuesday. But I think after today, I'm going to not do Tuesdays anymore. So I'll just do Thursdays at 4 o'clock, because Peyton has group on Tuesdays at from 3:30 till 7:30. So I will maybe in the future pick up a second day again, and but figure out a better time. So she's had group and has been missing her group because I've had my Facebook Live. So anyway, I won't be here next Tuesday, and but I will see you on Thursday. And yeah, so Thursday at 4 o'clock. This Thursday at 4 o'clock. And until then, you guys have a wonderful couple of days, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.